just like a monument. Because when we talk about San Siro, we talk in the terms of a monument. It's like the Colosseum in Rome, or the other great monuments that we have in Italy. In Milan, there is the Duomo, La Scala, San Siro. It's just like a monument. They will keep it up this area to try to keep up all the memories that this stadium gives us.
So many memories, Fernando, which is perfect timing to reflect on a century of wonderful memories of this iconic stadium.
Welcoming you to the San Siro Stadium in Milan.
What a venue. What an atmosphere.
So the San Siro is nearly no more. Now, someone told me that was almost news to you, Clarence, when you arrived tonight. And you think they've talked about this so often over the years. It's 40 years already. Or is this going to be an Italian point, this chat? Well, we might turn back and say, oh, let's keep it like it. No, I think they finally got to a point that everybody's convinced. They found agreement. Now it's about license permissions and all that kind of stuff, but it's always a hard moment for the fans to accept this. Yeah, I mean, you're a hard-nosed former professional sportsman. Do you get sentimental about the buildings in which you played, in particular this one? I mean, I like the tradition of some of the things, but I think there's indeed there's a necessity. It's just too old, and what have been done in Granada, for example, is an example of what the teams should look like for all the big teams in Europe. Memories, if I asked you for one or two, what would they be? Because obviously you played for both teams here. Yeah, I did. I mean, my first match was against LEAUGE. My debut match for this match I sort of will see right now. There was against Man U return match. Called the perfect match. Semi-final, though. Semi-final, quarters to the final, and then of course we won that final against Liverpool. Special memories, special evening after that. I mean, Berlusconi, may rest in peace, we went to my restaurant after the match, had a bit of singing going on. Yeah, it was a special day. This is a special stadium. Of course, a lot of.
John, as you well know, from 1 yard or from 30 yards, they all count the stadium.
Okay, you would like to see your
Absolutely, yeah. It's an excuse to show this one again. This was my memory of this great stadium here. Coming to play here in the Champions League against Inter and bagging a couple of goals in front of the 12 or 15,000 Geordies at that end. It was what a night. I mean, I was absolutely delighted when I saw we'd drawn Inter and were able to come in this play in this great stadium, because it is iconic. I mean, even when you're just driving up to the road, the sheer size of it and the magnitude, everything that goes with it, and the atmosphere is fabulous. And when you're walking into the stadium, walking around Milan with this guy, then that's like walking around with the king. Everyone recognises him, and rightly so.
I don't want to move too much, because if I move, I'm going to be like that.
I felt
it
actually, the only one I was playing in Sampdoria, I don't actually have to say it was Tito. It was like massive. Pressure was on.
I wouldn't say I felt the pressure. I felt the excitement, because when you come out, you see the sheer size of it. And I think there are iconic stadiums all around the world.
I know if I switch that light, it's going to be a lot darker, so I'm going to try and actually get out of that.
One of those. So for me to come and play here and to score here, to be lucky enough to do that, it was a great occasion. And however long it's going to take, if it ever takes, it's sad to see this place go.
They got a bit of the same old stamp. You would hope so, wouldn't they?
You would hope so, yeah. What you do for both clubs.
I was hoping if they would have done the same as Granada, keep it right here and keep elements of it pure. But hopefully we'll have a great future.
Light.
Right here and now, let's have a look at the Arsenal team. team that's been named for tonight's game. 7 changes.
No.
The lineup that drew at Nottingham Forest at the weekend. So it's a real mix and match selection, Alan.
Yeah, but still having said that, when you look at some of the players
Raya,
that are in here, Saka's come in.
Lewis Skelly, Mysterio, Saliba, Timber, okay. Marino, Zubmente, I like that. Saka, Jesus, and Trossard. I don't mind that, to be fair. I mean, I would have started Martin Ellie. He's been really great in the Champions League so far, so this thing. Let's go. Bastoni, Serbia, Kanji, Lewis, Henrique, Arella, Zelensky, Sushi, DeMarco, Turam, and Lautaro Martinez. I don't mind it. I'm not really scared by anyone off the bench. Looking at it, maybe Megatarian, but I mean, he is a previous gunner, so yeah, we'll just see how that goes in. Hang on, I just want to check here to see if my mic's okay.
Hi, Mikel, thank you so much
Oh,
for joining
okay.
us. And we were just reminiscing a bit about San Siro because, of course, this could be the last time that all of us come here. They're going to redevelop and build a new stadium. So we took a little trip down your memory lane, actually. 25 years ago, you made your European debut in this stadium. And exactly the same. And you were replaced by JJ, another young-looking JJ as well. So I'm happy place for you. Memories.
Yeah, great memories. This is one of the cathedrals of football, and so much history on it. And yeah, great to be here. Great to be in this stage of the competition.
With
the young Mikel get into this current Arsenal side?
Oh, absolutely. Would you get into this team? Would I get into this team? I wouldn't. Maybe some minutes.
I tell you that there are 7 that are seven in your sides tonight who weren't in the weekend against Nottingham Forest. A lot of changes, understandably. You're competing on a lot of fronts, aren't you? But when you look at those changes, the incredible strength and depth you have, that you can bring in players like Jesus.
Probably should actually end up changing that.
We played so many games every 3 days. Then we have to go against the Forest, then come here. We have a big game as well on Sunday. So we're sure the players will win this game, but as you said, we have the squad, we have the personnel now to make changes and maintain the level. So looking forward to see the work.
And the incentive to finish in the top 2 this season, it's great for any club to have your home leg and your second match.
That all runs the team. And when you have the opportunity in this competition, make sure that you take it because it's so competitive and so difficult. So we're going to try to do that tonight.
As things stand at the moment,
Arsenal played 6 and have won 6 with a 16 goal difference and 18 points.
Yeah, I don't know about the result. We have to do what we want to do. We want to finish as well.
Yeah,
we have right now, and to do that, we have to win here tonight.
What do you say that?
Okay, you've got 2 games this year. Let's go back to the squad there. How do you keep the balance and the level so high, guys that are being played want to play as much, to keep maybe the dressing room unity together? Because it doesn't show any signs of discouragement right now. That is unfair. It's true that we had quite a lot of issues. At the beginning, we had it in the front line, then in the back line. So we haven't had a squad yet fully completed. And especially you have to pull players out of the squad, which is the hardest thing to do. So yeah, the spirit is great. They are a great bunch of players as well. We know what we're playing for. We know that the energy, the spirit, and the togetherness has to be there. We want to achieve what we want. So they are very, very aware of that. Were you tempted to leave a few players knowing it's a big game again weekend to keep them at home? No, I think you have to be connected.
No, it's not box to box. It's the.
You know the standard, you know the league, you know the position we're going to play. Yeah. There is no room now for say, okay, we have to think in the next game. We have to think about tonight.
Pardon me.
Mikel, how much of a difference will it be getting Gabriel Jesus back and Kai Havertz back into the squad and having them as to try and influence your team come the end of the season?
Yeah, Kai brings a different threat. Obviously, he's been with us for a long time. His understanding of the game is incredible. It's a striker can do almost everything. And he's very close to start to play games. And tonight maybe he has the option to come in.
I imagine it'll be an enormous boost. If you come away from here tonight unbeaten, to go through those 4 away games on the road unbeaten, you'd be happy to get back home
Yes,
and face Wales on.
Yeah. And we come here, we prepare the game to win it. You have to go now to these stages. This season we've done it with Bayern Munich, with Atletico Madrid. We want to make it last year. We want to get where we want. We have to come here, win the game and win here. So
Maybe we'll talk about how you Thank you very much. Thank you. Single-minded and on the job as ever, Mikel Arteta. So focused, isn't he? Even an old bucker like you can't crack it.
That's the level, and he knows the standards will never drop. Any football club he's involved in Arsenal, shaped the whole dynamic at this football club comes from him. And even now, and I've looked at past my history with Arsenal, I think Arsene Wenger, I'm starting to now think Arteta as Arsenal, which for me is Arteta so much, but it shows how high their rating
I don't know.
He's got it all about money and
Milan or versus Conchal in chat. Match direction Champions League goes to up 2.
He's got that order about him, and I hope he does well and wins something.
High energy as well, isn't he? He never lets go. Seems to let go.
Jennings, results Arsenal Breakfast Podcast, and Henry Talks
The
Football.
way that Manchester United and Arsenal kind of moved on from iconic managers, because there's such a huge presence, isn't there, of Alex Ferguson at Manchester United, and Arsene Wenger's kind of moved to the side, and Mikel it's become Mikel's team.
Yeah, well, hopefully Arsene's watching
Yeah, well.
as well. But yeah, it's become not this dark cloud on top of you and that pressure. And like you say, Alex Ferguson being in the bubble, just ex-players that are involved quite highly at the club still have really high voice and values, which is absolutely understandable. I understand that, but he's kind of taking that away from the game completely at the club.
Regardless of whether I had this on here or not, I still wouldn't have.
I think from that as well, and in that
It's
time,
fucking marvelous stuff. Not really. Actually, it's fine. So I'm just a bit being off of it, but it's just
I just think this year something different.
Kind of split, isn't it? With your both
hold
80s,
on.
you would compete against
So,
how does it compare to your 2018, which
no,
was
just
the best
let's
team
just
I've
stop.
ever played against? This squad compared to that one.
That looks good.
I think you would. I think you would. So
It took you all half a second to come up with that answer. Okay, let's get more thoughts from the Arsenal dressing room, shall we? Gabriel Clark has been joined by Gabriel Jesus.
Well, it's Gabriel Jesus' first start in the Champions League in 14 months. It's been a long road back. But you're here at the San Siro, a special stage. Does it feel like a special night, even in your career?
Yeah, for sure. Once more, because when I was children, I watched Italian football a lot, Serie A. So yeah, it's a special one. We came here last season, and I was special as well. But all the time that when I come here, it's always special. Because when I was, like I said, when I was kid, I watch a lot. So we had a lot of Brazilians in this country as well. So yeah, amazing to play here.
Arsenal beat Bayern in the Champions League earlier this season. Is Inter away an even harder game?
I think, in my opinion, it's both games. Bayern was really hard, and then here tonight he'll be also really hard because it's a top team, Inter, and then they have amazing players, and then they are playing so good, and then they are top of the league here, not just because they are Inter, but because they are playing very good and they have amazing players.
So for you, coming back into the team, and for those players getting a chance tonight, what has to be the mindset?
I think mindset to play, to try to enjoy out there, play good, have some fun, because football sometimes is like this. You need to be obviously ready to do the actions, take a responsibility, of course, but also to have a fun out there, because It's our team.
Okay, so
Played Champions League
what's this to do with? This is to do with those for the signal. Okay.
legendary
Right.
team. So yeah, we want to go there and enjoy. We wish you all the best. Thank you.
There's no doubt that this Arsenal squad is significantly stronger than this time last year. You can make 7 changes, the guys can make 7 changes tonight and bring in players who actually were starters, not so long ago, the likes of Luis Marcelli, and you've got, Saka coming back in tonight as well, who isn't regular starter, but had a niggle at the weekend. How does this squad compare to the squad that you were in, do you think, here?
Oh, it's for me in each individual position. There's a player that could arguably say, "I want to start and I should be starting." In every position that is, and they've got. We spoke about it quite regularly. The fact that the competition has been a healthy competition. I was just quite intrigued to see how he keeps that balance and that unity in the dressing room, because it's got to be managed by certain players that are now having that experience. He likes Rice, the Odegaard. For me, to keep out Eze, who I think is an outstanding footballer at this moment in time, he's had to step up a level, because last year his levels did drop. And I think it's important when you reshape a team, you bring players into a squad that's consistently still a very strong squad anyway. It just gets a bit more out of you. Martinelli has scored more goals than he ever has done in the Champions League at this moment in time. So for me, I think it's important to keep that healthy balance, and he's managed that very well, and it just shows that he's good with the players and as people as well, because the players, they do the job on the pitch, I get that, but he needs to really understand what the person's like, and I think that comes down to the manager.
Is this a squad, do you think, that can keep competing on 4 fronts as they are right now?
Yeah, I think it is, and I think, as Theo said, it's a very good squad. I think Mikel has picked the team tonight who he believes can get something out of the game, but I think he's also done it with one eye on Sunday, because he's obviously got a massive game against Manchester United on Sunday, and they're in such a dominant place in the Premier League. I'm sure that he'll have his eyes on that, but it's scary as the team is picked tonight, he can go and win the game, because every player who steps on the pitch for Arsenal is a quality player.
You've seen City make a couple of parades already in the transfer window, bringing in Semenya and, of course, Gay as well. Do you think that will change anything about Arsenal's plan for this window? Does it, do they look to the side and think, okay, we might need to get in there ourselves?
I don't think they will. I don't think they want to unbalance the team when they've lost 2 games this year. I feel there's nothing to repair in this squad. You've got players coming back from fitness. You've seen the depth they have now at the bench. I think someone like a Ben White, who has stagnated, but he's now starting to show the form that we believe that he's getting back into the England team if he wants to. Of course, Lewis Skelly, for me, probably needs to really push on if he can to show what he can do going into the World Cup. However, I don't feel like they need to go into the market. They have Jesus, Havertz back as well. So they would have to move players on if they were going to do that first. And I don't think they're desperate to do that at this moment in time, to disrupt that dressing room.
Yeah, the music's ramping up, the atmosphere is ramping up here as well, isn't it? And the stakes are ramping up for Arsenal. And I know, with you guys, it's always about, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And February is always the big moment for you in a season where you can really tell if a team has got it to go all the way and pick up that silverware.
Yeah, the difficult thing for football teams is to build up and peak in the right moment. And like the Athletics, when you really have 4 years and you build up something. I mean, February is a key moment. You have to do your preparation in January. That has to be fine-tuned properly, has to be done well. And today with this format, it's more difficult than before, because you have really that break. Now you still have to play in January as well, those important matches. So I think for Arsenal especially, having a team that has more players available of quality, it's a good thing, because now he can really rotate. And everybody will keep that motivation at a high level.
You both know what it's like to win European silverware and domestic silverware in the same season. To keep going on those 2 fronts, to win your league and win the top prize in Europe, that's what it's all about. Managing that squad and having that squad depth.
Yeah, you have the depth, but you also want the players to have that maturity and humility to say, okay, this is my role now. But you keep yourself ready all the time. When the ask is there, you can deliver at the right moment. fundamental.
Yeah, and that'll be the biggest test for Mikel Arteta, is to keep all the players happy. And you know, you've got some quality players there who will sit on the bench week in, week out, and so for him to keep all them players happy and ready to come in and fire them to success towards the end of the season. But I'm sure that'll be his biggest test.
It was interesting that you asking the question about whether you should leave players behind for those who aren't going to be involved. Because you were saying to me earlier, sometimes it's so exhausting, the travel. You know, you're going to leave here late tonight, you're going to get back to England early hours in the morning. His answer, Clarence, was really interesting because he said, no, he needs them all together for that squad unity.
You don't want to mess up the flow of the team and all of those mechanisms. Even though one is not going to be playing, but they hang out in the evening in the room, they talk. You don't disturb whatever is rolling in the right direction, right? So I think that's what he meant.
Yes.
For sure, the front was always something, but you lose more by interrupting certain automatisms and I would say connections that you have within the team.
Okay, back to the moment. For the first time in 2026, it's time to get the thoughts of the Owls. Shall we hear from the man, Shearer and LEAUGE? Where are you?
Yes, our first Champions League fixture of 2026 as well. And Alan, what a year of football we have in store.
Yeah.
So it's time now for you to get your crystal ball out, because I'm going to be getting your predictions.
Okay.
Starting with the Champions League final, end of May. Who's winning it?
There's no doubt this mob tonight, Arsenal have got a really good chance of being there, but I just think because of what PSG did last year, the players that they have, I'm just going to edge it with PSG, but Arsenal won't be far away.
Who are they beating in the final?
Probably Arsenal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
5-0 scoreline again?
I don't think so, no. But I think with the confidence and the belief that Arsenal have, and you've seen the turnover of players in terms of the squad that he can leave on the bench, and it's still look a very, very strong team, and it's capable of going tonight, which will certainly help them in the months ahead. So, yeah, PSG United.
Okay, so you're not backing Arsenal to win the Champions League. Will they win a trophy then?
I think they'll win the Premier League. Yeah, I think with the 7 points they've got in the weekend for them last weekend with City and Villa dropping points again. So again I go back to the squad. How many changes they can make that it doesn't affect us. They're getting injuries back with Jesus and with Havertz as well. So and I think defensively that's the key to me. That they don't give many goals away, and they're so strong at the back. So I think they'll go ahead and do it.
City signing for money and Gay, will they push them all the way?
I think they will push them all the way. I think that those two are very good signings for January signings. We've already seen Semenyo have an impact, albeit not so much at the weekend. I think their problem, certainly Man City defensively, they definitely needed someone in to help them out in the centre back position, and he is a very, very good addition. So they'll push them because of their experience, but I'm not sure they'll have enough, and I think Arsenal will take it.
The Golden Boot?
Haaland.
Okay, and
Didn't take long to think about that one, did it?
I think it's winning the World Cup.
Oh, who's winning the World Cup? As much as I'd love to say England, I think we'll have a really good tournament. We've got some incredible players. When the rest of the world looks at England and sees how many top quality players we have, then we can go deep into the tournament. But I'm going to go for France, and we've got a ridiculous amount of talent in that squad.
Okay. And speaking of England, looking at the Arsenal squad, Declan Rice, definite. Kyle Saka, definite. But what about Everett Eze and Miles Lewis-Skelly? Are they getting on that plane?
I think they've got a chance. I think they've got work to do. I think when you look at some of the players in terms of Eze, who might be ahead of him, we've got an unbelievable amount of players that can play in the 10. Saka's obviously going to be the number one on that right-hand side. Whether he can also play Foden over there or who else he may decide. So he's got it all to do, as has Lewis Hill. I think Lewis Hall at Newcastle's having a brilliant season. He's a really, really talented player. But they've got chances, and I think it all depends on the form in between now and the end of the season.
Okay, thank you, Alan. Let's split that up and split at the end of the season. You might look brilliant, and you might look terrible.
Not for the first time. All of that.
Well, don't worry, I'm not going to ask you who's going to win the World Cup. You all look slightly panicked there. But Wayne, I will ask you, I think, one point about the Arsenal players who will be in that World Cup squad for England. Because with MLS, Miles Lewis-Skelly and Eze, players who've been in and around that squad. But if you're not getting first-team football,
Penguin awareness day, babe.
The chances for college people making time on
Let's
that.
see.
Yeah, I think it will. And I think for SA, obviously, not playing regular is going to have an impact. And obviously, Morgan Rogers doing really well last Villa. Phil Foden in that position as well, doing well and developing. So I think the more he doesn't play, the more it looks likely that he won't go to the World Cup. So now this is a chance for him to go and show the Arteta that he's really playing.
I understand zero.
Those players who aren't starting at the moment, as Wayne alludes to there, will look at tonight as an opportunity. Whether or not their manager sees the same thing, if he's juggling 4 competitions.
They will, of course, but I feel like with Marcelo Skelly and Eze, I feel like you just need to maybe just give a little shake, just to wake them up and just to realise how incredible position they're in at this moment in time, the squad. And I was also arguing that point with Eze. For me, if Arsenal win the Premier League, I think you want as much title winners in that England squad, just knowing going into a tournament, you have a winner with you, and that must get something out of the whole squad, out of their single player as well. But look, big night for Marcelo Skelly tonight. I'm looking forward to watching it. You need it tonight.
Okay, well, let's move it on to another fullback and let's talk about Inter a little bit, Clarence, shall we? Because Denzel Dumfries is a player who really makes Inter tick, and they have been missing him, and they will miss him again tonight.
Brightness is up.
That's a player who brings a lot of energy.
I need to go to 105. That's on the online too. What's all this thing?
In a really good way. Related to Inter, I think Inter has a very clear system. After so many years playing together, even when an important player falls out, they know even how to make that substitution, how to make sure that whoever you want to bring in, will be brought in a different way.
That's fine.
That is the experience of a team that has, many years together. That's an advantage.
Let's keep it those.
Yeah, and
That's fine.
Dumfries, obviously, when he's in the side, what he offers them, it would be a bit more balanced. He's in the side without him, relying a lot on the left-hand side.
Yeah, for me, Dumfries was a major factor
comes
in
up.
last year's result.
Still not there, bro. It just isn't there.
However, what he really provides is that energy and that width that Clarence was saying. And as a winger to play against someone who likes to attack, go forward, and be in these positions, he's relentless. A bit lucky here and here, getting the crossbar. However, he just shows that he doesn't give up. The energy levels, you see someone like Martinez trying to get back, and like I said before, as a winger, it can really drain you. It can. This guy stop.
Can see if I can
You would think at times he would
just with that and sort of see.
This is what I really like about him here, which was the will miss tonight, is he keeps going, he shows that energy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Difference that they will struggle tonight, I feel, because of his defensive duties, of course, as well. He's an absolute threat, in set pieces, which will be missed tonight because Arsenal are very strong in that. But you can just see on the left-hand side the balance that Inter Milan have when he plays in the team compared to the right. Marco tonight on the left-hand side is going to be probably a little bit more predictable. And of course, Timber on our right side is very strong, and it's a tough Arsenal defence to crack. So particularly if they're going to be imbalanced.
Yeah, it puts a lot more pressure on Marco, doesn't it?
It does, and I think as Neil said, the balance it gives, and when you're defending against that, and the team go down one side or you go down the right or left side, it's a lot harder to defend.
Hello? Yeah, okay.
I think it's a little bit more difficult, which makes it easier to defend the opposition.
They're more predictable in terms of players upcoming, because you know what Dumfries is doing, but also Dumfries is very predictable. You know what he's doing. But the consistency he has in the match, the energy that he asks from his opponent, that's a lot. But I think that they actually increase their quality play without him, with the players that will play in his position. So there are other elements that Arsenal deal with, rather than the power and the energy that Dumfries is bringing.
And it is much more challenging, isn't it, for Inter to go into the transfer market in January and then spend the kind of money we see top Premier League sides spending. When you look at what they've spent over this period, Arsenal spent as much in the summer transfer window as they have spent over the last 4 years.
I'm fancy. Just to make that better.
But then again, money doesn't say everything. I always go back to Atletico Madrid. You can build a very competitive team, using your money wisely. I think that Inter has done probably the same because they have a very good director, I have to say. He was at Juventus before, was at Naples before, Napoli before. I think they will find eventually somebody who can bring what they need, but not necessarily has a high price tag.
It's quite incredible when you compare, isn't it? Those spending budgets that the teams are playing with in what is one of the top leagues in Europe. When you compare it to what Arsenal have been spending, they're in very, very different scales there.
Yeah, and this is a bit unusual for Arsenal. Something new which they haven't really competed in the spending markets until the last 5 years, really. So I think you have to be smart with how you spend money. We've seen Manchester United over the last 5-6 years spending a huge amount of money, but probably in the wrong way. So I think you have to be really clever and make sure you get the right players in. And there are players out there who don't cost, as much as other players, but have just as much quality.
But there's been elements as well of the stadium, the Emirates, of course. When you build a new stadium, you're going to have to pay for that. And the players earn a lot of money as well. You can't just to get with those players. So for me, that was the change that they need to happen, and that's why the squad's so great now.
Okay, thank you. Arsenal might have lost here last season, but this is also the site of one of their most famous European nights. We'll see if history repeats itself after the break.
Right after this break. No, I'm joking. 28 minutes till kick-off, guys, so roughly. I was born in the early 2000s, and you don't exactly realise how amazing some players are until you're actually watching clips in Europe. So you don't. It's mad. Freddie Longmore was like dopey, bro. Like he was. Only issue is with Freddie, he could score goals.
Outdone by the headwind, outdone by the obstacles, outdone by the complexity.
Outdone, not with the most powerful QuickBooks ever on the Intuit platform. When a team of AI agents tackles jobs for you,
Transactions categorized.
and your accountant solves problems with you,
I can help you with that.
you can outdo anything, including self-assessment. Intuit QuickBooks.
What a world that changed from these ages of chaos. We got work to do.
No, it's just your life. Play Netflix shit like that.
Introducing the
Swatch haircut. No. Sorry.
Hey Liz, you have a record store?
That's okay. I don't actually use that button. Like, there's a button there for doing video. I've never actually used that. Button there for doing video. So there's more. Let's see. Really probably not used. Stick there. Oh shit, bro. I don't use that button at all. So just use it on Saturday, so. Looks like match coverage.
Reno and Lewis Skelly, and
Not
Ryan
bad.
who is rumoured with a loan move to Marseille, is on the bench as well tonight. So comprehensive changes to this.
Yeah, for Ethan and Warren. Loan move and bench, or on the knees on the bench, I think. I think let me just check that again. I think he's on the bench.
On the left-hand side.
Oh, it's just sure.
It was at the start of the season. There was rumours of Leandro Trossard moving on, Martinelli as well. I think he was very highly.
Yeah, so Gabriel Magalhaes is on the bench with them, right? So's Odegaard, so's Martinelli, so's Kepa, so's Gyökeres, Norgard, Maduix, and Moray. Kai Havertz and Toy Setford with Dick and Rice. Rice. Available. Second Rice falling out of favour still. Is that what's going on here, or is it just rest?
What I really like about him, he's so calm. He's not quite sure what you're going to get from him. And he's been so consistent.
Supply joint most assists. Sixth. Leo has got second joint most assists this season with 6 with Declan and Rice.
He's a difficult player to pick up. You know, he dips into number 10 position, sometimes he stays out wide, he can use both feet and scores 2 goals, 3 goals. So I think he's been excellent, and also Martinelli, I think he gives them that option to stretch the pitch and go from out wide, and he's facing his own.
Inter's played 6. They are 6th in the table, I think. Yeah, they're 6th. They've got a. Huh.
Opportunity for Eze tonight, who of course had.
Man City will make it in. I don't. Who are they playing now?
And he's only started 3 times.
Oh, they're playing Bodo Blanc.
Is he, do you think, just doing what a lot of you
What's that score? Hold on, let me just check. I'll actually be able to just do it, I guess, as well. So, sorry.
Had to raise his levels from last year, and he has because of this man comes to the football club. And he's probably more the confidence players, I would say. However, I think he's played a lot of football up to this point. I really do. I still feel like there'll be big moments for him to be able to speaks about. But I feel like I just need a little bit more from him.
See that? It looks good. Right now, what's this?
Playing within himself. I think tonight he just needs that freedom and be the main man. I think he needs to believe that he can be the main man at his football club because there's plenty of energy.
Oh shit! Bloody glimpse slapped him. Fuck my now. Excuse my language. Oh, look at this. Screen share with Let's go down. Ryan Shirky scored, but that was bad. Standings. No, I'm looking at Champions League, mate. What do you mean? I've got the Champions League standings here now. Good old moves up to like 26th and City are 4th. If Inter win tonight, they go up to 15 points, which is 1 behind. No, they go up to 15 points, which is drawn with Bayern. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is jokes, man. Especially from an Arsenal perspective. It's actually that during that they won that easy enough game. They drew in that. That's mad. That was
That's the one thing I would say that Martin Skelly needs to probably improve.
I don't know what the fuck? Where the fuck's my friend's video not working? Fuck's gone. I'm not even touching it. Yeah, Man City is done by Norwegian side right now. Do they actually move up? They do. Bodo. Bodo don't get the 3 points that they need. But I've just got
Derby has got worse because the final result at Bodo Glimt is Bodo Glimt 3, Manchester City 1, and that that result means that Arsenal, before they even kick off tonight, are guaranteed a top 8 finish. They go straight into the last 16. Of course, they've got to get in that top 2 of the league phase if they want the advantage of being at home in the second leg of the knockout phase. But good news for Arsenal fans, because it means less football, doesn't it, when you don't have to play those clubs.
So Arsenal's guaranteed top 8
Alex and Clarence, who are taking a closer look at these results.
or top 16, sorry.
Yes, we certainly are. Clarence Inter hoping to avoid 3.
No, yeah, it's top 8 because it's the top 8, yeah. Arsenal's guaranteed to be in the top 8.
At this stadium when you are under a bit of pressure.
So yeah, I got a notification. What was it? Man City stopped by Norwegian side Bodo Glimt in Champions League 3-1 group stage defeat. That's joked. And Rodri was sent off. That's mad. So no matter what, my Arsenal are through.
Has anything stood out to you?
I mean, it was always going to be hard for them to drop right on the line. They had to go through at some point. I think after the 5th game, they were through anyway. But regardless, be real fight. Man City's played for 7 games. No matter what happens, Arsenal will get top 3 here. Look at it. Look now, right, 15, 16, 17, 18. Bayern draw with Arsenal.
On the opposition's warm up, or was it always focused just on your
We don't, no, I tell you what, we don't actually need to win this one. We don't actually need to win this one. We can go and win that Kira Amati. Pardon me. That's jokes.
during the warm up. Yeah, this is going to be my game today. Oh, this is not.
Oh no, here. As long as we beat Kira on Marty. Kira on Marty. As long as Arsenal beat them, we get top 2. I think.
Well, the players going to make their way down the tunnel shortly. But we can head up now to the gantry and speak to John Champion for a recap of tonight's team.
Well, it was always going to be a delicate balancing act for Arsenal.
That's 20th of January.
For Inter, it was a little bit more straightforward. They did protect a few players for their match at Udinese on Saturday.
2026.
And 4 of them return in this Inter lineup this evening. So veteran defender Acerbi and the long-serving Bastoni return to the back line alongside on loan Manuel Akanji.
Where's our group never read that?
With Çalhanoğlu injured, there's a role for the Croatian.
Do we not have?
Midfield. Marcus Thuram is back after the outstanding.
To be fair, I'll sort it. I'll check it.
Mkhitaryan starts the eve of his 37th birthday by spending it on the Inter bench.
He's 37, he's to spend on the bench getting paid like 35k, man. Or like more than that, like 100k. I think it's actually like 90.
Only Raya, Timber, Saliba and Zubimendi remain. There's a first appearance since early December for Christian Mosquera. Just a 4th start in 12 games for Everett, Eze, Rice and Ødegaard are both on a high-powered Arsenal bench this evening. And Gabriel Jesus starts a Champions League match for the first time in over a year. Ethan Nwaneri, incidentally, is a substitute, despite reports you may have seen earlier today suggesting that he could well be heading to Marseille on loan. So there is a whiff of revenge in the air potentially for Arsenal because they lost here on match day 4 last season to a controversial penalty given for handball against Mikel Merino and converted by Hakan Çalhanoğlu.
Remember that.
The ball passed out.
He wasn't happy.
Çalhanoğlu, though, is not a concern for Arsenal this evening. What is a concern is continuing their run that's seen them lose only 2 games in all competitions this season. It's a 75,000 sellout 4,500 of those supporters wearing the red and white very proudly of Arsenal. And the prize, if they win, is a guaranteed top 2 finish. All the British benefits
Yeah.
come from that.
So if we win, it's guaranteed top 2 finish. Which I think we could, even with that squad lineup. Like, if Hersey hits, if Madueke hits, and if Trossard hits, and Jesus, and if Saliba and Mascara defend like a unit, Skelly's on his ball game, and Timber's on the right hand flank. And Mourinho actually goes up top and tries to get a goal tonight. I think it'll be a good game. I mean, Inter, what's it at home?
Yeah, very right. So for me, it's important to keep the structure, keep the good habits.
Isn't there? Oh, no. I think they're away.
Expecting many goals tonight against both teams.
I'm going to look at so I can change over.
We want goals, of course. I understand that, but Mikel will be happy to walk away with a draw and make sure everyone's fit going into Man United because, like you say, it's a little bit different team.
For Inter, though, they've got to win, haven't they, to get back on track in Europe? 2 defeats on the bounce for them their last 2 games. As soon as they come up against big opposition, they stumbled.
Yeah, well, they stumbled in terms of result, but Inter has definitely performed well enough against the big teams as well. So it can change in every moment, and I think the consistency that they've shown in the league.
And then there's last 6, they won 4 and lost 2, losing 2 more recently. Kai Havertz looks sharp. If he comes off the bench and scores, it wouldn't surprise me.
And the incentive for Arsenal for the finish of those top 2 will be on the players' minds tonight. When you turn the year, when you get through that first weekend of the season, weekend of the year for the FA Cup 3rd round, you start to look then at the run-in to a season when you're competing on multiple fronts.
Yes, we are.
I don't think you can look too far ahead. Obviously, Arsenal will be looking at this game tonight and then obviously the game on Sunday. But yeah, of course, especially in the Premier League, when you've got a bit of a gap, you'll be looking, thinking, you know what, if we can pick up, 5 wins out of the next 6 games, it puts them in a very dominant position. But I'm sure Mikel Arteta will be in there trying to keep the players focused on tonight's game, and the next game is the most important game. I know it's a cliche, but that's what I'm sure Mikel Arteta will be trying to instill in the players.
And players, of course, know as well that opportunity strikes tonight for players who've not been getting starting berth in this Arsenal side.
I think it's important just to remind them that I'm still here, I'm a good player, I can be trusted. I think that's what he always likes to test players. Tonight will be a test because you could kind of look after yourself in some aspects.
Can't believe he's gone right, man.
In that team. So you want to see
I was like, man, that's man.
There'll be a few that might actually be
He was my icon this year. He had my left Arsenal. And if injuries didn't deteriorate, he'd been my icon.
There are players who can play their way into the side for the weekend, or do you think he knows?
Arsenal game starts in 12 minutes.
Manchester United, even now.
I'm sure he'll.
You're asking about.
I'm sure he'll know roughly what his starting 11 is for Manchester United, and I'm sure that's why he's picked the team he has tonight. But for some players, if you can put a performance in which you can't ignore, then that's all you can do as a player. And going back to the end of the season. Normally when a team wins big trophies, normally it's someone who hasn't been in the team all season and he gets the opportunity to come into the team late on the season and they become the hero of the team.
That is so true. You were saying it before about the World Cup. I mean, there might be players today
Is anyone there?
that are on a bench, but they end up playing the last 2 months of the season. So even for the national
Plus nothing to do so.
You want to wait until the end to see what is happening. Whatever is happening today counts, but not as much to be picked for the World Cup or to show who's going to be your player for the end of the season.
Thank you very much, Clarence. So kickoff is fast approaching here at
You need to watch my foot.
San Siro, where Arsenal are.
Because I do have a drink. And it's
They stick together a seamless run of 6 consecutive wins in the
Just
Champions League.
drop
And
it
they
there.
continue in similar fashion tonight.
I think Marinelli come off to bench and score. Same with Kai Havertz. If they come off to bench around the 50th minute. Just like lemon. I think it's awful, man. It's so cloudy.
There once was a woman who lived in a ship. Besides she smelled blood, what could she do?
Pardon me.
So that's not where her story ends. Thanks to a little help from her experienced friend, she got her score into much better shape and relocated to a top-professional place with room to grow and a mortgage to suit. Now she lives in a spacious 4-bedroom cowboy boot. Experience. Better your score, better your story.
I'm waiting a lifetime for this one. Me too. It's about time we was so aware. Nothing brings us together like great TV. You know, with the TV license, you could access live programs for all eternity. If you're lucky. A TV license for all TV channels and BBC iPlayer. It starts small. Doing what you can, when you can.
TV licenses are for frauds.
It's just one change. Followed by another. And another. Until you wake up refreshed. Find your step.
Pardon me.
And realize that incremental had become monumental. Yesterday with Garmin.
There you are. Ryobi tools and OnePlus batteries are pretty clever. Their patented IntelliCell high-capacity battery technology is like nothing else. And the Ryobi build-it-yourself toolkit offer is quite smart too. Buy a 4-amp-hour battery and charger for $99.99. Plus, choose a free tool from a great range. What have we learned?
Buy a Ryobi 4-amp-hour battery and charger for just $99.99 and get a free tool from their great range.
Buy now at ryobitools.co.uk. I've always considered myself a little bit savage. It turns out, I'm not the only one.
Do not take that back. I swear down. It was awful, man. Oh. Right, the match will be out again in 8 minutes. I'll be back in 2 minutes before the game starts. Pardon me. You want to show this later afternoon, Ma? You want to show this later afternoon?
What are you talking about? You know what you're saying? It could be you.
You're more likely to not quite like
It's just fucking
believe. It's a conspiracy. No one ever wins.
I did.
Apart from that, we did. Apart from them, it was me. And it could be you.
Well, what makes you so sure? Just feeling that.
It's cool.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I know. It could be you.
Marcus Smith will do anything to keep the optimum advantage. Optimum nutrition. The Titans of the European game, an expectation in abundance. And a war of noise. Streaks of endless joy. Martinelli! It's a beauty for Arsenal. And YK scores sensationally. A chill midwinter's night in Lombardy. And two of the landed gentry of European football meeting at one of its grandest stately homes. There's not much that's not to like about that prospect. The top team in Italy lining up to face the standard setters in England and playing host the monolith that is the San Siro, sold out as it approaches its 100th birthday. Shortly after that landmark, to be flattened and consigned to history, its replacement troops arise from the apron of land that surrounds its unyielding forces. Vantage points at a premium this evening, 4,500 fans travelling in support of the side from North London. Familiar foes of the tunnel. One or two significant absentees in Chalanoglu among them. And as usual, a pretty stylish crowd inside the San Siro. Next Fashion Week drew to a close in Milan earlier today. The Winter Olympics is the next big show in town. And the opening ceremony is due to be staged here in just over a fortnight. And before the San Siro is converted into a giant stage for that opening ceremony, it's the turn of Internazionale and Arsenal to parade along the Champions League.
I didn't do that, trust me.
Inter being finalists in 2 of the last 3 seasons, Arsenal surely better equipped to succeed now than at any time since their only appearance in the final 20 years ago.
No, Saka is starting. My bad. Hang on, let me just try and get this up again. Oh shit. Fuck, I fucked up there. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Right, lineups. Who is out? I forgot, my brain didn't work. Saka is on, it's not Matter. So I think we can win this. Davaraya doesn't mess up in any way should. Timber, Saliba, Mascara, and Skelly all play really well. I don't know about Skelly though, but Eze, Zubimendi, and Marino play well. If they can play well, if Eze can play well, he can score. He's dangerous. Saka, he's just Trossard if they play well. That's good. Okay, so they're playing a 3-5-2 and Arsenal's playing a 4-3-3, but I can see it being rotated into a 4-2-3-1 with two wingers, so it's weird. Yeah, Lautaro's already in a yellow card, so if he gets booked at any point today, it's game. He's off.
In all competitions. Best defence in the Champions League. In fact, they've netted just 1 goal so far in this competition. seeing matters. From Portugal, who is taking charge of Arsenal for the first time tonight. Wow, Pinheiro.
So VAR is from Spain.
Keen to test the ball. 7 changes to the Arsenal team.
Yeah, so it's a flat 4-3-3. But I can see Saka and Trossard dropping back as they going forward and turn it into a 4-2-3-1. Mourinho's booked coming into this, but well, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have started it, Mourinho, to be fair.
The biggest defences in Europe, in fact, Arsenal yet to go behind in the Champions League this season. The only team remaining with a perfect 100% record. In some ways, they've done the heavy lifting. Manchester City's the big guarantees the Gunners a top 8 finish. A win here.
I can understand why you wanted to rest Rice and Odegaard, but to put Eze, Zubimendi, and Moreno from home. Saka's Trossard's in. Eze's in. Jesus is in. Hit it! Oh, hit it! Oh.
4 players with a chance to have a go at the inter goal inside the opening 30 seconds.
Jesus. It was unfortunate. I mean, Marino probably didn't. He scraped him with his ankle. He couldn't have stopped it. Alan Shearer's and commentator with John Champion. It's their free kick from their half. Saga's pushing up. They're in danger. Oh. And it's back at them. Oh my goodness, they're messing up slightly here. I don't know if it's them messing up or if this is the way they want to play. It's hard to say. Timber, you should have fell there. You should have went down, mate. Oh, oh my god. Oh yes, Lautaro could have been in there. Eze could have been in there. Go on. Saka's through. Saka. Sway. Oh, do you know what? That's a fair block. Yeah. He just pushed him away. But here, Jesus is pushing him heavily. They're shaking him in their boots. Like, I don't know how long this will last for, considering it's a minute and a half it's happened for. They're pushing up heavily. Yeah. Arsenal need to pull back right here because they've got too many people on that left-hand flank or right-hand flank. Sorry, I'm looking at it from an opposite angle. Yeah, it's turned into like a. It's weird. Why Arsenal playing? Marino's playing up beside Eze, but Zubimendi's playing farther back, but he's playing out towards the left hand side. It's weird. Interesting, but weird.
You would probably say Arsenal the favourites, but with this somewhat mixed and match selection, different or not?
No, I would still say Arsenal. Instead of when you name the Arsenal team, I think that's a great
what do you need to do here?
You're coming to a game of this size and at this ground,
what do you want?
and you're, I think, still the favourites.
This is the second time that Arsenal played at the famous San Siro. 2 games against the other hosts here, Milan.
Don't know. Is it to do something or another? I don't know.
Match day 4 last season. By a controversial penalty.
Oh fuck! Saga's out in the flank here. He's turning in. He gets the shot away.
thought Trossard did really well at getting
Well,
Arsenal into that position in the first place by being on the
dialogue
ball
list.
and his defensive area, then pinging the ball out to the right hand side into Saka. We've seen him for a while, you know. I don't know whether that's because he's had a very good weekend.
I don't know if that's up to date, so I'm just going to throw it back on. Pressing too much of this.
It's going to be an underwhelming weekend for Arsenal, as you mentioned, turned into a good one because of the faults of others. Who's their leader at the top of the league?
Centre by 13 points, but it's because we're drawn.
Or Jesus.
Jesus makes it in, and it's over.
Behind for a corner.
Seen a lot of play down that right hand side already, haven't we, from Saka? 2 or 3 times.
Saka is looking dangerous tonight. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Probably the most dangerous he's been looking in a while. Definitely in what, 4 games? It doesn't look this dangerous.
3 terms. If they win tonight, they'll set a new club record of 7 consecutive victories in this competition.
7 consecutive victories in this competition if we win tonight. It's a new record for us, I think. It's just for us. Sit piece, FC, sit piece, FC, and doesn't make it sit piece. It's offside. There's a penalty. Free kick shot. It's a bloody nudge, mate. Mascara actually just walloped him, bro. Just went boom. But still, it was playing on, man. You get up, you move on. Stop crying and rolling around like on the floor like a child. Go on, Jesus. Go on, Zubimendi. Marino's not there.
You're going to see that a lot, I think, tonight. That's what Inter will try.
Raya's there.
Ball up to Thuram, and Martinez will be the one that's running off him and trying to pick the
Saliba.
It's already happened once or twice.
Oh, it's a sack. Oh, Rev. You know, bro, just done a Chiellini on him, man. It was crazy. But yeah. Didn't really, it was just a shove. Just move this slowly. I think that might be a bit better. It's not iPhone. I don't know what this is now. The my t-shirt. It must be my t-shirt. Oh, it's the shadow. Sometimes I get coming from here. Who's there?
Very harsh.
Can I make this bigger now? Oh, I know.
Trossard ready to throw.
Ezri's looked sharp and so is Jesus. Trossard's doing well. It's just, can they keep this up the whole 90? It's my fear. I don't think they can. Oh, Ezri's went down bad. Oh, this is groin. I think the way his leg on it, so it looked worse than what it was. Looked like a pulled muscle, like a not a pulled muscle, but looked like a pull groin. Like a pulled groin. Would have been bad. First sub. Go on, play on. Hang on. Go on, buddy.
Cantor himself.
Second play it. Zuby, play it. Skelly. Where is he? Yeah, Skelly. Beautiful. Hit it. Offside. No, it is a goal. Jesus. Yes, man. Let's go. 9 minutes in. Told you. This boy's going to score. I don't know if it was offside though. I'm still on edge. I won't trust myself. But fuck yes, man. Come on. Hang on. No, he's onside. He is onside too. Holy shit! What a ball! Like he looked at the linesman and he was like, "Fuck yes, man! What a ball! Jesus! Gabby. Come on, son. That's it. That's fucking it.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been there myself with long-term injury and a cushy injury.
I wonder if I can get up the score. I don't think I can. Look, I'll just update the title.
Energetic, enterprising opening 10 minutes by Arsenal here. Yeah, really positive. Right from the off.
No.
There's been at it, hasn't
See so. Fuck yes, man. I am gonna keep hooked up to you like that because I don't. My first time being live and it was wild, so haven't got anything set up. I just sort of want to throw it up and get it going. Go on, Gabby. Go on, Timber. Oh, Saka's there, so it's fine. They're playing a lot more defensive. It's understandable. They're 1-0 down.
They're looking very comfortable up the Arsenal. In a good way. They've got an arrogance about them, about their passing, their pace of their passing, the movement off the ball from every single player who wants the ball. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, Arsenal's going back to the tiki-taka days. I'm seeing it. You can sort of tell by the way our team's playing what their style of play is there and then. Right now, Arsenal's is tiki-taka. They done it in the box for the goal. They done it well, very, very well. But yeah, we just see how the next 78 minutes go. Plus, add it, whatever's at it. But so far, as long as we're sitting here and we're sitting here, as long as we don't drop, we're good. As long as we don't drop and they don't rise, we're good. Probably best.
They weren't that impressive that night either, were they? I want to put a jinx on it, but Arsenal have beaten you. Just stop there. 23 matches well in sports there.
people aren't for helping, are they? Martinez, Thuram.
Oh, they're through. Riser. Jesus got a touch on that crosser. That was a well done ball. But it is a free kick.
Is there a world in which, for all that they played against
Through them. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. But I'll speak about that after. Thuram's through. And Raya's there. Not too. I'm nervous of Thuram and I'm nervous of Sandro, but as long as we don't do anything stupid. Then again, it's Arsenal. We do stupid things on a daily. I want to go see and grab the. Oh, yeah. I was going to say I want to go see and grab this side, but my camera looks like cannons on this side. So my camera looks like, yeah, it's here. So whenever I look down, I'm like, there's the camera. But looking back towards me, I look like, I don't know. Just having a look around. I thought the cannon was here, or yeah. So I thought the cannon was there. The Toros through, and Thuram was there, but he couldn't get it through. Saliba, the Toros still there. Or no, it's not the Toro. Serbia? The Stoney's on the ball. Oh, block. What a block. But oh, that might have cost us that block. Leave it. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Arsenal playing well. I mean, been caught lagging a few times, but it's nothing serious right now. Caught sleeping a few times, but Saliba's been there. Timber's been there. Saka's been there. Goals are spread. Like I was watching Rory, or not Rory, not Henry. Rory, not Rory Talks Football. The other Rory, the Chelsea Rory. And hang on, let's just get his name up. Rory Talks. Is it Rory Talks Chelsea? Let me just see. Rory Jennings. So I was watching something of his. It was his podcast. So I was watching his podcast, but basically he was saying that it wasn't just him; it was also by Buvey. Buvey said that about, was that handball? The Buvey said about City only really have one main goal scorer because that's the way they're lined up. And I was thinking to myself, it is true. Like City, they brought Haaland in as a robot to be a robot, and score goals for fun. And Rory Jennings had asked or had said about, yeah, but the thing with Arsenal is they don't have an out-and-out striker. It's not because they did. That was a screamer, to be fair. Our lead lasted 8 minutes. Stop crossing yourself, you fucking prick. I'm knobbing and crossing yourself. Grew up. Stop crying. You couldn't hit that there if you tried. Honestly. This Sucic. Yeah. He didn't rise to go goalkeeper, he's past the light and all, but there's just no chance, not even Donner. I could have saved that. Allison couldn't. No one could have. Oh, come on, boys. Trossard, get there, right? Go, lad. Hit it. In hell, hit it. It's ours. Is it? Is it a free kick? Or not free kick, but one? Yeah, hit his ankle. I think, yeah. No. Okay. Well, yeah, Rory Gentleman was saying about Arsenal, or it was four boys on it, Bouvet and another Arsenal guy and another did. Can't remember the Arsenal guy, although I haven't subscribed to him. They're sitting talking about how Arsenal brought in for Chris to be that guy, that tank, that robot almost. He's a robot from Temu, let's be honest. All hype. Just plastic. But in saying that, Arsenal are the team that schools are supposed to be spread out. They don't need an out-and-out striker. They do corners because the corners are good. They're easy to them. Well, not easy, but they're reliable. If they're in a sticky situation, they try and get corners because that's what they want. They want to go from corner. They want to go full stop, but they don't care. They prefer it from the corner. No. It's just. Do I think we could go out and try and say the actual number 9? We've tried it. There's no point. It's just going to keep on ending and saying, right, Kai Havertz, Jesus, Gyökeres. We got to stick with it now. We built this team. We wanted Gyökeres. We brought in Gyökeres. We could have had Sesko. We could have had. We didn't. We didn't do it. We got him. We need to stick by him now. We brought in Arteta. Stop saying that we should go for Oliver Glasgow. Like, no, we shouldn't. No, just no. Arteta is probably the best manager we've had. No, not probably. Arteta is the best manager we've had since Wenger. And even then, Wenger's last 2 years of his career were awful. So I'm not comparing Arteta and Wenger. No issue with form because Wenger is an all-time great. But what I'm saying is, you can't disrespect him off against second from picking us up at our lowest point and then deciding that we don't want him because he can't get over the line. No, you stick with him until he does. It's just that simple. Because he will. There's no question in my mind is when it's not even if he will get over the line now. It's when he gets over the line. You know, referees holding him. Go.
Good battle going on there. 1v1, Mosquera and Turan.
But yeah, let's go and take our heads out for a bit. See how this works.
Serie A to be very efficient against. Also ran to their last 14 games against the giants of Milan and Juve and Napoli. Against everybody else.
No way, Ray. Fuck off. You fucking half a bald-headed prick.
Martinez wanted the free kick, second or two before that. Pulling them all the way.
Fucking hell. There's 1-1. We probably should be 2-1 up, but who's counting?
Second. No tumbles.
Oh, get there. Yeah.
Lewis Skelly. Trossard.
Someone help him out. Corner. Gotta love a good corner. Come on. Come on. Come on. Corner. 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 Or some piece of sea. Some piece of sea. Some piece of sea. Lovely.
Also wants the draw for the knockout phase playoffs live.
I mean, that's probably better, to be fair. Yeah, we'll just want to rock with that. Maybe bring this a bit closer. Yeah, like that. That was awful.
Jesus.
I think Arteta's wanting to bring everything to Arsenal. Ball over the top. He couldn't get there, although Jesus is there. It's actually in behind. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he passes it. It's too late, though. Way too late. Way too late. Bro, what?
In again with numbers. Turn and wait. They may not need him. Now they do. And a promising move gets a wild finish.
How does he put that so wide?
Brilliant play from Martinez, the hold up play and the ball in behind. Wanted the free kick there, but not getting it. And then straight away they go right up the other end. And I thought Sucic should have got his shot away earlier instead of playing that pass there into Thuram. Still a decent opportunity, but I think he passed the best opportunity up and shooting himself.
Play it, up, Saka, run. Run at him. Ball in, no one's there.
Now Lautaro Martinez.
Really good play from Martinez, that is. Exactly what your team needs. When that ball goes up to you for it to stick, keep hold of it. Yeah, the little skill's a bit extra, but you've got to keep hold of the ball, and if you can't find your teammate, then you try and win a free kick. That's what he did. One or two shouts for the offside, but no, where was he? Read it to perfection, he did. Jesus. Clever finish.
Was it the 10th minute? This was the 18th.
Oh,
I don't know the fact that we can see it like that.
Just guides it in there, doesn't he?
I'm disappointed. Different, or not different,
Clever finish.
disappointed drastically. And raging, feeling goal or Real Madrid is up 1-0 against Monaco. What is that? What is their position? Real Madrid Spurs is playing, but they are playing Wolverhampton, I think. There's actually multiple games going on right now. Oh, let me just get this up.
Whether that's Barella or Martinez or Lucic getting up there to support him, as we've seen. But that is their game plan. That's what
So I think Spurs were against. I don't know. We'll get a look out line here. I'll throw up.
Maybe just showing him too much there, and then all of a sudden he's away.
It's an Arsenal corner. Real Madrid are up 2-0 actually. Copenhagen are 0-0. PSG's up 1-0 against Sporting. Yeah, look, I'll do this. Do this. Shoot my screen here. Ball in too deep though. Or is it? It's in. Set piece of C. Set piece of C. Set piece of C. Literally. 19th is crazy, bro. Fucking madness. Now, Arsenal have just went up. I can't, she's fuming. And it's just one of the smallest blokes in the box as well, but bro, he was 0.2 meters out. Minutes is crazy. That's like 15 minutes a goal. Not much defending going on right now from either team. One your connection is stable, please wait. There we go. Alright, right now I can actually get this edited. Go straight to 2 on. We can edit this. Be nice. No? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it's going to be a 2-1.
They're good. They're good.
They're more than good.
Actually, was asked about having obviously suffered at their hands before, and he said, actually, no. To use your words, they're extremely good.
But the way they put the other two, the previous two they had to the near post, and then the third one, all of a sudden you've got Trossard, they all run in, and then he just drops out in the hope that he knows that ball's about to come to the far post. And then, as I said, it's his job to get it back over in the hope someone's on the end of it. And it worked perfectly, as it has done so many times for them this season.
Hello?
Martinez.
Oh! The door did well there, but Trossard got it. Trossard got Nade in the back.
You've got
I don't want to say that. It says crude, but I got need in the bottom. I think we're just below it. God, I bone. His cheeks. We're on his cheeks. I think it was actually by DeMarco. Is he on? Handball to from Alessandro. Or no, Lautaro. DeMarco? No, from Marco? Yeah, I think it was from Marco, yeah. Arsenal's ball possession is 40%. And it's 52. Arsenal did score from open play, so they can't. Not many people now can say that. Oh, it's just set pieces. Like, we did score set pieces. Don't also score a goal.
For a centre forward that's been on for a while. I know this seems like a play, but to be in this elite competition and then scoring goals like that again, what a great feeling for him.
Are you in danger of hyperventilating?
I enjoy 6-yard goals or 1-yard goals. You know, you don't get 2 from outside the box.
Saka's on the ball. He's waiting for his shot. Don't know about that. It's a weird one saying he went for goal there.
We've seen him in that position with that left foot and just curl it into that far post. But
Don't get me wrong, he is good from there, but
it's a very, very high standards.
slaps upfield. Oh.
Martinez.
Skelly's there with Leo. Skelly gets there. Just Skelly just slaps him, pitches him into the road. Fast jokes. There's jokes in. There's full blown jokes in it. Skelly just went and shoulder bars him off the pitch. It was funny. Hilarious. Time wasting. He's going to get booked. He's telling him to turn it on. Saliga's running, play it through. Saga's playing. Oh, Saga's rotated into the camera. Timbers. Oh, that was rough, Saga.
Again, good play from Saka. Doesn't get the ball into the box.
Good play, but it just was a rough
What a dangerous
ball.
ball it was. No one on the end of it again.
Head it in. Saka now. That's your chance. Middle of the pitch. Middle of the box. And now they're on. It's goal alert from Tottenham. Marcus or Lautaro's on the run as well. He skies it. Not Lautaro.
We'll let the danger again. The ball up to Thuram. Strong and quick. Then a good pass in behind. Got runners off him.
He's from
The
11.
target though.
Not see who number 11 was.
That's the danger. When that ball goes up to him, as we've seen so many times, it's how many runners can they get off him? Whether that's Barella or Martinez or Riquet on that occasion.
Lewis. I was actually a wee bit like, I didn't care who he was, but his cousin has issues. Saka's on the ball, and he runs through with it. Holy. He gets it in, doesn't get it in, no, fully. But here's a corner again.
Causing chaos down the right hand side, Saka, isn't he?
That's a goal.
Tormenting DeMarco.
No, I'm joking. I was going to try and be like that one United fan that's what the purity is. I don't want to say it sounds pure hard, but it kind of does. It's either or, but Randy, and don't know which one. But you try to predict it before it even happens, so I was about to do that. You know? I can't remember his name. I always see him on like the replays and stuff whenever I'm going through to watch haters react. He's always on it.
To a goal. Sommer, who ends up actually thrown in the back of his own net.
Oh.
Another great ball in though, wasn't it, from Saka this time?
Well, I'll say this. Someone ends up being thrown on those on that.
Right underneath him.
Oh, it was by not Marino. Yeah. Damn minute.
As you say though, you know exactly what's going to happen about the ball coming in to attack you, but it's where that ball actually goes, because we've seen 3 or 4 examples of the ball coming in, a couple to the near post, one in the middle there as we've just seen, but the decisive one went to the far post. But they ask so many questions of defenders and goalkeepers, and if you're not up to it and you're not strong and willing to put up for the fight and stay with your runners, you're going to get punished.
It's one of the best.
As he's lost it. Barella's running. DeMarco, yeah. Ball in. And misses it. Skelly steps and Trossard's foot. Friendly fire. I think it was there, but if it was, then that's just that makes it even better. Friendly fire. Yeah, the tunnel misses the shot. And yeah, Skelly stands on his foot, I think. No, he hits his toe, I think. No, he has. No, it wasn't. The toe slapped his neck. Oh, and yeah, his foot got trampled on as well. Friendly fire, boys. Friendly fire. The toe only got there, hit his neck. Hit his neck there. And one they sort of when he goes here. Not tried to kill him, but they tried to do something to him. And then Skelly stepped in his foot. Friendly fire, boys. Friendly fire. And that was scores. That was 1-0 up. I would presume it's from the Bright on McTominay. Eze's just not been on the ball, bro. He's lost it a few times there, same tonight. There.
And again, Ryan alert to that as well. It's a corner.
Again, Suchic's got the opportunity to shoot, but again, he passes up on that and decides to play.
They done well there, so they don't. But Ryan just did better. First time he gets there, and then he jumps back up to his feet and then gets there again. And then he smiles after he goes here. Cheeky boy. See, I don't mind whenever other people get corners or crossfire in the corner situations. 90% of the time he's usually great with them. Luis Enrique here. Or no, it's Barella. Luis Enrique now. Trossard goes in his bum. Skelly loses Barella. Jesus slips like Slippy G. He's on the ball though, waiting for Saka or Trossard to run. Trossard's running, doesn't get there. Jesus is there again, but Marino has to try back because Jesus went up front. Saliba gets there, goes in his bum because he was pulled. Jesus.
Well, we've got another minute left. And whatever the referee had done, but I think it's been a really
Yeah, he was pulled by a survey. But he still got there. So. Saliba's been my man of the match so far. I mean, either him or Jesus. Saka's been playing well as well, so Trossard's been missing a bit. He's missing there and then, but he's got the assist for the goal, so or for one of the goals from the corner, so right now though it's tough. The team's been alright. Not gonna sit here and done that. But it's mid. We definitely should be like 3 up, 3-4 up. And but I mean like 3-4-1. 3-1-4-1. Saying it shouldn't just be 2-1 right now, it should definitely be more. Maybe by one, so yeah, but 3-1 it should be. Jesus can't get there. Oh, referee won the ball. See, I would have took it out there. I'd have just slapped the ball with that fucking linesman.
Really happy Arsenal with their first half. Referee's blown up, but I think that's a really positive part from Arsenal considering the changes that they've made into the team. Created chances, scored the goals, and in the winning position.
Yes, a frightening display really of strength and depth from the Gunners. An excellent half to view.
2-1.
At the double, Sucic in between times. But Inter, who are certainly in it and at it, and are creating chances and are far from out of this contest. Arsenal scoring from yet another corner. Hardly news anymore. It just happens so often.
Hardly news.
Week after week, and they lead 2-1 here. The thoughts of
commentators are getting outside.
And Clarence coming up with Gabby. Half time Inter 1, Arsenal 2.
This is the new Dell AI Intel inside. A PC so ahead of its time, it actually helps you save time, like literally hours. Because it does all your busy work for you. So you can get busy doing the things you actually want to do. And who wouldn't want more time?
I'm all over YouTube, so I need to know what I do.
Yesterday. This is a counter-terrorism mission. He's not involved, is he? There are over 200 passengers. If you do not do exactly what they say, they will all die. He's obsessed.
Don't let them use me against you.
I'll send this tragedy end if you like.
This looks so much darker.
Oh, the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, there should be a workshop. Alright there. But anyway. I'm just going to throw up this real quick. What? Let's just do this. Make sure.
Never seen life. I used to hate going to work. I love it. Goodbye 224 bus. Hello 224 patrol vessel. That's what 4 buses a day. for 4 countries a month. Best commute.
Right.
The nice thing about the middle of nowhere. Get an Airbnb and go where hotels can't.
Because in People's Postcode Lottery's February draw, you and your neighbours chance to win £12,000 every month for 12 months. Is your door in the draw? Welcome back to San Siro, where Arsenal are 2-1 for a guaranteed top 8 finish in the early.
Yes, they're kind of half chances, but like I say, that's where they started the game off, and that's where you want to start if you're going to get results at a stadium in a hostile environment like this. You want to try and unease the defence, unease the pressure from the fans. Just for me, I don't think any other player scored that in the Arsenal team. And it's very clever to stay on side and look, we'll watch those were a natural goal scorer. Is there on the
Well, in the sloppy moments, I want to show that they're still in the match, and they were. So, if an absolute shift at the moment. So, they were coming in and growing into the match at that point. The goal was expected to come, actually. Great pass here. Again, great defender. But they were all coming in, attacking, midfield coming short. You can't really say they made a mistake here. I mean, you have to also give,
he was involved in another.
It's a great opportunity. This is stuff you work on in training, that you're driving at the defence, and now this is a very difficult position for Saliba. So I think if Suchi drives at Saliba, he has an easy line. He needs to stay away. He doesn't, he goes in. And then Suchi, I think, needs to drive now at Saliba. With this point, he can take full advantage of that opportunity.
It wasn't the kind of hard ball, at least again, it's so.
I think he meant it. He's on the move, he's waiting, he's anticipating the ball coming across, and that's why he gets a 7-0.
And Clarence, they're still in this, and as you guys have said as well, they want to win this. You can see the way they've set themselves out tonight.
Yeah, these are two of the contenders for the Champions League wins result as well.
So 2-1 tonight, but it was Jesus at the double for them. One of the gunners got in the second half, and an Inter Milan side who themselves are looking for a top 8.
I hope he brings on.
Oh,
Sorry. You take it.
please, you should take it.
Okay. I can't do this anymore. No more love stories. It's exhausting. This is not going anywhere.
Excuse me?
This is. No. When you've done enough, Uber Eats.
Nissan Hybrid Test Center. Hybrid efficiency test. Hybrid reinvention.
So, despite originating from a town of a population of 55,000 and having a squad market value of 49 million, so 50 million, Bodo Glimt have beaten Man City 3-1 in the Champions League, and according to Transfer Market, Bodo Glimt's market value is 49 million, and Man City's is 1.1 billion.
What's in it for me? At school, I thought I was too shy to join the army, but look at me now. I'm able to talk to anyone, even you, sir. That's what was in it for me.
Seems to be the ideal. Please remember.
Nobody wants to see now. Get more me time. When you save with Compass a Market, the simple way to save.
They've just announced it.
Champagne! We are now officially Witch's banking brand of the year.
Actually, we're not. Nationwide is.
They're keeping branches open. Superb performance across current accounts. Then they give over 4 million members 100 quid each.
I was sitting talking to myself there. Basically, Bodo Glimt's worth 48 49 million, and City's worth 1.1 billion. They just beat them 3-1.
Charged with the murder of your wife.
Mad.
You have 90 minutes to prove your innocence, or you will be executed.
What are you going to do to
Get to boss. If this is all about.
I think there's more that you're not revealing.
Get me out of here! Mercy, exclusively in cinemas.
EasyJet's big orange sale is now on. Get up to £500 off your next package holiday. And up to 20% off flights. Book now at easyjet.com.
Oh, yeah.
Get out there.
Your mum, fine person, always there for comfort. But what if she's away in Fuerteventura with Glenn? What then? Well, when it's comfort you need, it has to be Heinz. Find comfort in every flavor.
Dacia Duster, available with 0% APR finance.
Welcome back to the wonderful San Siro, soon to be no more. We're enjoying it while we can. And so are Arsenal, who lead Inter by 2-1 at half-time. Now, an innovation to make you aware of. New to Prime this season is the immersive Prime Vision stream. So this is how viewers would have seen Gabriel Jesus' opening goal tonight. If you'd like to see more such action, to watch, press down on your remote and select Prime Vision. So, Gabigol has scored twice. In between times, Sucic has registered spectacularly. But Inter, and this game is tantalisingly poised and also, to this point at least, extremely entertaining, Alan Shearer.
Yeah, for the neutral, I think Arsenal have certainly been more open than they have done, but from an attacking wise, they're also posing a threat at the other end, I guess, because they're so open, the changes that they've made, coming up against two centre forwards. When you put all that together, then yeah, they've given a couple of chances away more than you'd expect. But having said that, that's why it's been such a great open game up to now.
Well, Arsenal's team was selected with half an eye, one imagines, on Sunday at the big Premier League game against Manchester United. And if anyone has staked a claim to be involved in that, it is Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, there's no mistake for putting that ball in the back of the net and feeling absolutely great when seeing you doing it, especially when you've had such a bad injury and you're back and knowing that you're helping your team again.
A brief moment of Gunners' togetherness. No changes in personnel to report. This is the first time since 2011 that Inter have conceded twice in the first half of a Champions League match on home soil. Visitors around this vast stadium scurrying back to their seats. It is a chilly old night in northern Italy, and we are back underway. Win for Arsenal nails down for sure a place in the top two, with it the fringe benefits of second legs in the knockout stages.
It all helps.
Zubermendi. Timber. So around to Martinez. Barella getting forward. Martinez this time switching it for DeMarco. Deflection on that. I think it's a little awkward. By Lewis Skelly. Twice.
Yeah, looked over his shoulder, hoping and praying that there's no one coming in a blue shirt.
time you come to watch football here, you get the sense of a grand occasion. Scale of the place. So we get a little bit of a view of Milan high society, everyone dressing up in the posh areas. Saka. Say that the last time we were here, those areas were serving blue wine. It was very tempting.
There's those Mars bars like you've just had at half time, by the way. You had 4 or 5 of them.
Or have they not frozen during the first half? The dentist tomorrow. To the men. Saliba. Scary. Scary. He's got underneath his boot. Retrieval mission.
I'm here, I'm just. I mean, Trossard's on the run now. Huh? Jesus, Ian.
Can you
imagine?
He just couldn't get the ball in and get to the block, but that's okay.
Portuguese tonight. João Pinheiro. He's about to get a hurry up here.
Zeze had that so much, you know. Won't lie to you. Although Raya's done like a school in, so. I don't know. Oh, over. Who's Arsenal's? No. Yeah. It was supposed to be Arsenal's corner there, but referee made a stinker. A stinker.
DeMarco. DeMarco. Lautaro Martinez. Saka. Arrest out to Trossard.
Oh, Trossard just slapped it.
See what he's trying to do, Trossard. Trying to cut inside on that right and get a shot away, but he was always running into the traffic, always going where Inter wanted to show him. Good play again, though, from Jesus in the hold-up play.
All-star bench to call upon tonight. Showing Stephen Manieri despite the possibility of a looming loan move to Marseille. Here's Eze!
Exactly what he wanted to do, Eze. It was a lovely first touch that worked it onto that left foot on the first place. He just tries to guide it into the corner, doesn't he? He just can't get enough pace on it to get it past Sommer.
Martinez. Luis Enrique. marker. Zielinski.
Everything is fucked. Leave it. Sore.
Jesus. Sweat through beneath him.
Brilliant again. It really is such clever play. Strength, the ability to hold off defenders who are having a fight at you. Not one, but another one comes in, and then you're able to check back. And it's exactly what your team needs to win that free kick.
Go. Why is he not playing that? Oh, you saying that like when it's marked outside. Play it. Timber. Good lad. There's not. I'll see if.
Martinez. Bounce. Throttle. Luis Enrique. Challenged by Luis Skelly. Martinez still down on the floor.
There's only one player wanted to win that. Enrique and Luis Skelly going together. He's one of the red shirt that wants to win it more than anyone. And that's exactly what he did. Martinez wants the penalty there, but no, he runs into him, not for me.
There's a check underway. Blackberg is alongside us.
Mark, don't.
Yeah, it's one of them where Saliba does put his leg out, but I think Martinez comes in towards Saliba's leg, and I don't think that is enough to award a penalty kick.
Sure enough, the check is over.
An agreement.
And Mark, I just want to slap you, lad. Referees, no. Oh man, with what are you doing?
San Siro for the penultimate time before they surrender it to the International Olympic Committee for the open ceremony of the Winter Olympics, just in 2 weeks' time. Friday night they'll go against Pisa, and they're on the road for 3 weeks.
Saga's playing in their cam role now, I think, with Eze off the right. By the looks of things, from what I'm seeing here, they've rotated in and around each other. Saga actually used to be playing more of a striker role. Used to be more like a double striker with Jesus knocking in the cam role. It looks weird. It looks like the three of them sitting here. Saga be in the middle and goal alert. Real Madrid are up by 2 or by 3 now. 3-0. Mastini. Never heard of the book. Play.
Still gets the cross in.
Trossard! Oh, fuck.
Oh, brilliant wing play from Bukayo Saka.
He's a dream for a forward, he really is. Does that mean he's in such a tight situation there with DeMarco 1v1, and he somehow finds the quality cross with the right foot. Falls to Trossard on the volley. He just can't get the direction that he wants, but it's great wing play again.
Wingers have been such contributors to Arsenal's rise over the past few seasons. Varela. Luis Enrique. Martinez. Varela.
First.
Last off the internet. So a goal kick.
Again, a 50-50 ball to be won from Lewis Skelly. He did exactly that.
See that? That's a better club there, like better club there. See that? See it? That how they changed soon. Oh, there they changed so well to Deer. D-E-E-R. Why is he? Oh, silly bit. Stop holding him, lad. So he was just giving him a big bear hug. Like he has full blown holding him. In our half as well, like. It's not needed. Like, there's no one in our box. Yeah, that's all. Oh, Thuram had a good crack there for two. He was being held there by Mascara as well, so he done well to get that off. It was a good shot. Very, very good shot. Arsenal were playing very. Goal alert from Real Madrid, and they have another one. It's 4 coming from Kerr. It's not Kelleher, it's Kerr. With no G. It's offside. In the interview. So, Kerr was the Real Madrid goal. In Milan, just offside. Do I believe the Arsenal could go winning? Sitting here thinking myself, I would even take a double. You know, I would even take just the Premier League title. But what do I see us winning? The FA Cup and the Prem. I think he's offside. I see us winning them both. I think if we get the Champions League, if we win the Champions League, then so be it. But you either win the Premier League or you win the Champions League. You don't do both. And if anyone say if we do win the Champions League, and people say, "Oh, you're rubbish," like you're the worst team to win the Premier League, but technically we aren't. We went and done a double that year. We also, it wasn't just a double, it was a double with the Premier League and Champions League. So you're telling us we were the worst in the world? That don't make no sense. We were the best of the worst bunch. I mean, so what? You just technically call us the best. Don't matter if we're the best of the worst or if we're the best of the best, we're still the best. Do you know what I mean? I hate whenever people come or say that, like, "Oh, you're the best, the worst bunch." Like, if you in the Premier League, you're the worst champions to have ever done it, or come on, bro. A celebration's a celebration. No flipping negativity. I don't know, but negativity. There's a new word. Means not celebration. It means negative celebration. Negativity.
towards Jesus.
Jesus. Trossard.
To Trossard.
Timber, Saka. Saka has a crack. Timber's there. Timber's waiting. Saliba. Plays it back to Skelly. Saliba. Plays it deep to Mascara, way back in his own half. Mascara turns to find Raya. Raya pings that ball upfield to Saka. Should be there. Oh, he's not. Jesus is though. Jesus is trying to get in. Saka's there. Saka should penalty. Don't know if that is. Did he get? Yeah, no, I got the ball. Yeah, Saka should have had a crack there as soon as it came to him. It's a corner though, nonetheless. Take Rice on. I'm Ben White. Ben White for Timber or Skelly though is the question. Because if it's Ben White for Timber, it's Ben White for Timber. If Ben White for Skelly, then it's Timber switched, which isn't good. I trust Skelly more this game than Timber, which is not ideal. Barella's off for Martinez. Martinez and Barella's off for Espirito and Ferrazzi. It's to Tui. Timber is off. Okay. He was a wee bit off it today. And Rice is on for some end, I would presume. No, it's Eze. It's Eze. He's got no creativity. Huh. Is it Don Mallow? He should be saying thank you to Lord there, like walking off here as you. He should be saying. Yeah. That's what you should be doing. Maybe do that at the end of the season. All being well. A goal! Daggers. Skelly to Zubmendi. Zubmendi doesn't get there, heavy touch, but he knew what he was planning. Zubmendi don't land. It was offside as well. But it was a good ball.
Word on about Eze. Struggled with game time of late. He's had an hour tonight. Thoughts on him?
Yeah, got work to do. Obviously, they have very, very good competition there at Arsenal. So it is imperative when you do get your opportunity, like tonight, that he takes it. It hasn't been as good as we have seen him at times in that Arsenal shirt, particularly with a hat trick when he scored. Not quite hit those heights since that. No doubt he's a super talent.
I'm looking for one thing in particular, but I don't know if it's there. Yes, it is. Give me a second. Just while I'm waiting. While I'm standing here. Doing something.
Jesus got his second goal. Conceded by the Gunners in the Champions League this season when Sucic has equalised. After 18 minutes. Cortese. Luis Enrique. Cherry. Sterling. DeMarco. It's Enrique. It's on the volley by Declan Rice. Esposito did well to get that away. Really well.
Yes, he did do really well, John. The first touch there was pushing him to move it to his right-hand side so he can get his shot away. Not only does he do that really well, the strength to hold off Mosquera and then get the shot away through the legs, you don't mind that, and that's what they were complaining about because they wanted a corner and knew that it actually came off Mosquera.
Esposito is a handful. 3 years young. For a few years here, but he was out on loan in Serie B at Spezia. He scored 19 times. Really a full Italian international.
Already had 2 or 3 touches which have been good. So you get your shot away there and the touch that led to it and then the hold up play and get this team a free kick.
Electric Mosquera, whose first defence that was not.
Trying to fix my chair. So,
Esposito, that was Thuram.
good ball. No, good ball. Not ball. Good height. So, good height.
The kick and Inter growing again.
Good block though. Saliba it was who was right enough to get across and drop the shot just before Thuram wants to get his shot away.
Marco with the corner. Esposito trying to swivel on it.
The pressure Arsenal are under last 3 or 4 minutes. Lovely control there. Swivels and hits it with that right foot.
He returned to him despite his relative inexperience as they try and get a place at the World Cup. 3 times in his first 5 internationals for Gattuso.
See, I'm looking at this side and then I'm like, look, I'm grabbing here. I'm grabbing that here. I'm like, grabbing right there. So I'm like, listen. It's here.
White.
Jesus is there. Saga's there. Mendy. Am I? Mascara. Rice. Baby.
Next week. League phase program.
Mascara.
It will be academic.
Mascara to have a belly. Or not Ben White Saliba, the Ben White to Saga, who's offside. So how are you all doing today, people? I don't need a voice changer. I am just using my normal voice. This is how I normally speak on a day-to-day basis, and I thank you all for being here. Inter Milan has the ball. Declan Rice has headed the ball to David Raya. Now it is with Declan Rice once again.
The top end of the table.
And it's back to David Raya.
To finish in the top 2. That means both second legs in the knockout stages.
David Raya has had a bad pass there that cost him a goal here. And it was Saliba who got off the block. And David Raya is there to get the save off. He sent it upfield to Bukayo Saka. He cannot get there in time. Now it's with DeMarco. Moving on. And Marino being played through. Oh, Mikel Merino has just fouled him. And Mikel Merino is off the pitch. No, it is not Merino yellow card. It is a Bastoni yellow card for pushing Mikel Merino onto the floor. He did just sideswipe him, so. And Mikel Merino was also due to that foul. But he will be suspended from the next game, which is against Kairat Almaty. Arsenal could get caught on a break here. Arsenal are holding their form very well, although Saka is now there. Zubimendi is no Arsenal player has the ball as of current situation. Inter Milan is on the ball. Inter Milan is about to shoot. Blocked by Bukayo Saka, and Trossard is down, and it is foul.
I think we're about to see a couple of substitutes as well for Arsenal, no surprise. I think certainly the last, 15, 16 minutes or so, with the way Inter have to start an attack, which they have been for the last 10 or 15 minutes, you would hope from an Arsenal point of view.
Victor Gyökeres and Gabriel Magalhaes is on the pitch. And it is for Mosquera and Gabriel Jesus. Is Victor Gyökeres going to get a goal today, guys? Can you let me know down in the chat? All right. No. Here. Gotcha. Technically, it could be down here.
He's come up with two really, really clever finishes, and the answer is absolutely yes. It's what you brought him to do to make a difference, to score goals, and he's done that.
Saka is on the ball. It has been laid up for Martin Schmidt, who does not get there.
We've got exclusive coverage of Tuesday's unmissable Champions League games all season long. So watch the draw for the knockout stage playoffs live on Prime on January the 30th. That is a week Friday.
Henrique is on the move. Not Mkhitaryan, but your other boy, Henrique. Now it's with Bastoni and DeMarco. That one guy who scored the goal, there's Sulish. February And it is a ball over the top to David Raya from Suchis. Declan Rice is on the ball to Miguel Marino to Victor Yoker Trossard.
One of those wasn't it, right? Waiting for whether he was deciding he was going to have it or Saka was going to have it. Yeah, neither got to it.
Zunmendi is on the ball. And it is now with William Saliba, who is moving into midfield position. From Benwhite over the top. Can Gyökeres get there? Gyökeres is away, but not quick enough to Sommer. Saka's chasing and is put out. Bastoni.
Just the angle of his run, knowing that he had to cut.
Gabriel Martinelli is being warmed up to jump onto the pitch. Now he is 6-6, I believe. No, 5-5. No, this is our 7th game. Yes, 6-6. And it is. Oh. Saka is on the wall. Saka shoots and he goes down, but Saka's back up. He's got there. He's got Declan Rice inside. He's played it back to Miguel Marino to Trossard to Declan Rice again. Declan Rice has played it through to Skelly. Skelly tries to put it in. No one's there.
Gyökeres wanted the cross. Saka chose to have the shot. But Gyökeres was free in the middle there. Arms up, ready for the ball coming in.
Martinelli is waiting to come off. The final sub for the Gunners.
This is Arsenal's 5th and final sub. We have won. Declan Rice.
Trossard in the middle, you can see
Victor Gyökeres. Eze.
Second one came in, but it was too late from him there.
Which would be classified as Declan Rice. So Declan Rice, Ben White, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Ben White, Martinelli, Declan Rice, and Gabriel Magalhaes. Yes, that's understandable. Try and keep the match fit for the game against Manchester United.
Scoring in consecutive European games is held by Ian Wright, who scored in 8 in a row in the Old Conference Cup. Martinelli.
Oh, Martinelli almost gets her.
Just showed the keeper, invited the keeper too much, didn't he? Just that final touch let him down.
I was thinking to myself, who is that on the commentator? And then I was like, sound cheaper. Kind of forgot.
DeMarco. In particular, they don't want a two-legged playoff for a place in the round of 16. You like what you've seen of us?
Yeah. All fights him is making it difficult for the defenders. It really is.
There is 10 minutes left, roughly.
That's 15. It needed 16 last year to make the top 8 with the playoffs. Equaliser for them here would make all the mathematical difference. DeMarco.
Ref.
Will be the booking for Francesca Michel.
And Serbi's been
Clever play from Gyökeres. Good stretch. Hold the defender off. And if he doesn't foul him, he knows he's in. Look, he's got hold of him. Not only he's got hold of him, he's actually on his back.
Needed a gift. What's it like to be an Italian defender? That could very well be it.
Losing Creek, so for Dave and Bonnie.
Andy Duke. Striker Ange-Jan Bonny. And replacements.
Couldn't get it. Saga tries to head it up and tries to head it up. Saga's there. Gyökeres no, couldn't get there.
Now Stubb as the right wing back on that far side. 21 international side in Watts. The new right striker followed his coach Christian Kibu from Parma in the summer. DeMarco. This is Bonny.
It's a good run. Get himself into that position. Well, he's even forward anyway.
DeMarco. His boots, he's found Victor Gyökeres. Saka delivering with a bit too much pace, but Gyökeres follows up and cracks a goal that seals the deal for Arsenal.
Fuck yes, man. Victor Gyökeres, that's what I'm talking about, son.
Tell you what, you've just seen an absolutely magical pass from Martinelli with the outside of the boot. Just watch and admire it there. It's a brilliant run from Gyökeres. But the pass to find him is absolutely superb. He might get a little bit of luck in terms of how it falls for him. There, but who cares from an Arsenal point of view? Still lots to do with the finish. Keeper gets a hand to it, but the power and the direction takes it past him. But that pass from Martinelli to get him in there in the first place was absolutely sensational.
And you can
Masweed.
just his second goal from open play in his last 13 matches.
Masweed, man.
That begs the question, has he played his way back into the starting team against Manchester United?
He's come up with a good answer anyway.
I don't know.
It just goes to show you the strength that Arsenal, the substitution.
The main one that I said, is he going to score?
They made a difference. And I said about
He does it.
to push
He
forward,
does it.
will then leave spaces, and could Arsenal exploit that? The incredible pass does exactly that.
Come on, son.
5 minutes or so to see how it was been a superb
I think Arsenal are guaranteed top two. I'm not saying anything just yet, but
That's was a work of art.
I don't see us dropping 2 goals in 5 minutes.
Should be enough now.
Unless it's a penalty in the corner, but
been impressive
I
again,
don't know.
Arsenal. No, they've maybe not hit the heights as what they had in the first half with free-flowing football, but you've had to see a different side to them. They're under a little bit more pressure, and that's why Mikel Arteta has made the changes. And when you make changes, you want them to make a difference. And they certainly have that.
I mean, such riches have been bestowed upon Mikel Arteta. the way that the squad has been constructed over many transfer windows. No sense of any sort of trolley dash. It's been very carefully.
Martinelli, oh, please, Martinelli, please. Martinelli gets it, bro. He's 6 for 6 right now. He needs to either get one this game or get a double next game. It's against Almighty, which. And someone's down injured still.
In any game since that extraordinary semi-final here against Barcelona.
It's interesting in his interview before the game with the guys when I think it was Theo or Wayne that had asked him and said about we think the rest of the players and leaving them behind. Well, you've seen the answer to that because that's why he's brought them with him, the big hitters, because if they needed them to come and make a difference off the bench, then that's what he's brought them on the pitch to do.
So 3 goals and all 3 scored by strikers.
See, no big Gabby Magalhaes there tonight, huh? He was considering chat all that shit, man. You know what I mean? Go on, play it, go Saga. I know you go for it. May as well. Can't get it, don't worry, just play it. Oh, go on, Martinelli. Source. Corner again.
But in doing that, they know that they've also got to leave gaps in the back. And when you're going to do that against quality players, you're going to get punished.
Jorgen is at the back post. Is it going to happen when he gets the weak assist? Well, everyone's actually at the back post because they usually run in. So. Jorgen is Martinelli, Moreno, and Zubimendi all back post here.
Further garnish to add.
Jorgen is Zubimendi running in. Hi. Oh, one.
Oh, well, and the finish from Gyökeres wasn't that bad either.
See, you need to give strikers time. He's not kicking in, bro. He kicks in the Champions League. You can see it in the Champions League, bro. Is the Champions League harder than the Premier League anymore? Or is it harder than the Premier League? I don't know. Gyökeres. Oh,
Yeah, he's not going to pass that. And I don't blame him.
The bro scored an absolute beauty, not even 20 or 10 minutes ago, bro. He skies that, puts it higher than the flipping clouds. Man sends that bitch back to Sweden. Sweet! Sayonara. No, I'm joke. All jokes aside, do we? Very well done. Very well done. He just needs to be more composed in front of that. Oh. I don't know which one was worse. Gyökeres or faces. I don't know who this book is. Who? What's that?
Especially, I don't care who or what you are, as any forward, when the forward comes in to replace you.
I don't know, man.
2 goals,
Is that him?
and then you're getting
Don't know his face. Can't tell you. Weird shot though.
do your bit as well and put the ball on the net.
3 minutes.
2 goals from Gabriel Jesus. One from his replacement, Victor Gyökeres. So, played 7-1-7.
Gyökeres is on it again to Martinelli. Oh, Martinelli almost got there. Taylor Nice is there. game set up. Oh, no, it's not. Yellow card to take nice. Didn't you see that? I was holding. But he elbowed him, so. I don't let that slide. If he elbows him, he holds him. So, well, why not? He won. Gomez on the run again. Beth, what is this? I'm not too fast considering we are 2 ahead, but come on, man. You're going to give him a free kick because of that, give us a free kick because of that. Get there, boys. Gyökeres is there. No, Martinelli's there, sorry. Is Gyökeres up there? I don't know. Yeah, he is. Gyökeres is up there. Martinelli's got 4 on him. Okay, now. Right, go on, Marino. Play it up, boys. Go for one more counter attack. Even though it's not really a counter attack, it's just passing it around until the thing moves, but. Listen. Come on, play her up. Come on. Play it in. No.
7 wins out of 7 in the Champions League.
Go one more.
Ball to play for. What a position to be in.
Arsenal perfectly poised on the Milan catwalk tonight. 7 wins out of 7.
I'm out, please.
A new club record for consecutive Champions League wins. Their first Champions League victory in Italy since 2008. They were pretty much weren't perfect.
Yeah, they weren't, despite the changes that Arteta showed to me before the game. It didn't make a difference at all. Thought they were brilliant in the first half. Yes, they gave 1 or 2 chances up, but they were always a threat going forward. And then the second half, it was a different performance. They had to be patient and tight and keep it tight in the back and restrict those chances, and they did that. And then when the changes came on, you knew that Inter had to commit men forward. And then you're looking at, have they got the ability to go and find those spaces? And that's exactly what they did. And it was another impressive performance. And they are looking.
Jesus gets man of the match, I think, here.
A clear example and a warning to the rest of Europe that this is an Arsenal squad like few Arsenal squads before, certainly in the last 20 years since last they reached the final, with the capacity to mix and match, to replace, to control performances out of those on the fringes, and to keep on going at you. And they will be on the front foot heading into the knockout stages of this competition, guaranteed now to finish in the top 2. A night when their strikers came good. 2 for Jesus, 1 for Gyökeres. Arteta breathed in smiles the thoughts of Clarence, Theo and Wayne with Gabby to come. But in the San Siro, the full-time score is Inter 1, Arsenal 3.
Yeah, that is me off. I'll be out later. I'll be out there. I'm off.